All right, thank you, Scoots. Let's get into it. We are live with our match here, the winner match of Group A, and jumping right into it, Olofmeister and Crims. There's frags all over the place. It's actually Olofmeister in another 1v3.
And this one's going to be a little bit more difficult, I think. It's going to be Angel going down first, Olaf getting a first chance there, and they should just play this safe. This is what HellRaisers sit so well on Inferno, just play it smart and safe, and it's going to be Kucha finding the kill at the end, and HellRaisers winning the pistol round that we kind of got thrown into a little bit quicker than we expected. So let's give the welcome here. If you're just joining us, this is the winners match in the first group, and it's HellRaisers versus Fnatic. Best of one game on Mirage here for DreamHack Winter 2014. So welcome to the show, everybody.
Yeah, that's right. Welcome, everybody. To determine group, well, first seed, essentially. This is it. Who's going to get the better placing in the playoffs? So it's all between Fnatic and HellRaisers. And Fnatic, not off to the best of starts, but they are going to go for a double scout, double CZ, 5-7 round. And it's actually Flusha with the 5-7. Interesting. JW's actually going to be able to pick up a gun to work with, though. This is a good start here for Fnatic in this second round.
He's going to get shot in the back eventually. Kucha managed to get that kill. So that's very important. And 2 UMPs were raining on HellRaisers. Now, one of them is gone, obviously, but that's still very interesting. Shows you a little bit of confidence, I think. You know, not too scared of Fnatic and their CZ-75 and even 5.7 armors and rifles here, and also the scouts, just ready to take on the fight straight on. They're doing it very slowly right now. They're playing a very slow game, which can be dangerous against those scouts. We've seen that especially on Dust 2, but Mirage also a map where these scouts work really well.
Exactly right. I mean, we can see Crims right now trying to take advantage of that. He's going to go ahead and peek into mid, spot 3 guys, and back out of there real quick. Flusha now waiting for his opportunity. Could potentially hit something with the nades, but Olofmeister's got his scout in CT. Nade combo follow-up, and that's going to drop Doja down low.
Yeah, good grenade raining in as well. One more shot with the scout, but Olofmeister's going to go down. Crims is low on health as well. I think HellRaisers found the opening they were looking for right now. The bomb is going to go down, and it's just Pronax and Crims left. Not much they can do at this point. Mid-air Crims is going to find the end, and Pronax, well, he could try and run away and save this UMP, but it's not going to be exactly a great round for them. Pretty well handled by HellRaisers.
Actually, HellRaisers really keeping their cool. Not really letting Fnatic make good use of the guns that they invested in. Olofmeister managed to start off with some decent damage, but then as soon as they realize, okay, he's holding from this position, HellRaisers do a very good job of just negating that, planning for Courtyard, and getting control one step at a time. And it's such a pleasure to say that when it comes to HellRaisers as well, because there was a long time where HellRaisers, they had real difficulty when it came to these anti-eco rounds, not throwing them. So to see them actually be able to go toe-to-toe with Fnatic when Fnatic are rocking CZs and Scouts, HellRaisers really just doing a magnificent job.
Yeah, they even lost the entry frag, which is actually where it usually crumbles for teams in these anti-ecos, where that's where it really starts going downhill. But they managed to recover for it just fine. You're right, I think the 2 reigning champions of losing anti-eco rounds are really HellRaisers and Cloud9, or were for a while. So it's good to see that, that at least HellRaisers have managed to step it up and change things just a little bit. Going to the 3rd round, obviously saved UMP is actually going to be put over to Olofmeister instead of Pronax, who could have stayed with armor and UMP, but I don't really mind that they did this. I think it's all right.
Yeah, I think it's fine as well. If Olofmeister can get into a bit of a savvy spot, he could actually do some decent damage with that. $600 a frag as well is nice money in your pocket, especially when you're on an eco round. So the question is now HellRaisers once again getting control of mid, and this is when it starts to get a little hairy here for Fnatic. Olofmeister really trying to find an angle to work with to see if he can't catch them off guard, but Pronax is the one who's going to get the initial damage done here for Fnatic. He manages to find Doja lurking.
Well, it's good stuff. It's a really good start for the Fnatic team. And again, they're not too concerned right now. They're just thinking about the 4th round, but if they can do damage here, it's going to be great. Obviously, Olofmeister finding that kill, going for a second one. It's a headshot, and Crims will take down Olofmeister. So now it's Markov. So now it's down to Kucha here. 1 on 5. Not the way that HellRaisers had planned for this to work out at all. And obviously something that's really gonna, this is really gonna severely impact this first half. Kucha with a good pick-off, but he's still in the middle of the whole map, just being shot at left and right. And it will be JW to find the last kill. What a round for Fnatic.
What a round. They just picked them off everywhere. As soon as HellRaisers managed to push in, Fnatic were lurking. They were waiting for the backstab. Olofmeister in particular just had a magical round right there. Picks him up on short, waiting in window like that. And that's the brutal part about these anti-ecos. If you slack for just a second, if you give your opponent the slightest of edges, CZ, they will wreck you. And we just saw that happen. Fnatic are now in the driver's seat.
Yeah, very impressive stuff. And here we see HellRaisers setting up for a traditional A push, which is actually interesting because they don't really, I mean, they obviously forced it up here. They only have 3 rifles and 2 people with pistols. It's going to be a little bit tricky. We see the grenade raining in. standard as could be, and Crims is going to find the opening kill, finds a second one to follow up. Olofmeister jumping and shooting in the back line here, and he's going to, well, it's going to be JW running right into Angel, leaving Simple and Markelov.
They're really trying to do damage here with the nades as well, HellRaisers, but they just cannot kill Olofmeister. JW is going to roll in and pick up the final 2 frags of the round. But Olaf not getting kills, but still getting info and spotting everything out. It was JW and Crims who had an excellent round that time. Now is the real problem. HellRaisers, they cracked all of their money in that last round, Anders, and this is a bit of a hard come down for them, especially after that strong first 2 rounds.
Yeah, did we curse them by giving them credit for winning those anti-ecos? Then they go in, sort of throw away the 3rd round, and now they're in a really tough spot here. It is the terrorist side of this map, and if you can get away with winning 5 or 6 rounds on this one, you're going to be all right. So it's not like they're completely trashed right now, but they're in a little bit of a strange position because they could be doing much better, and they just have to try and forget about that and keep soldiering on here.
Exactly, and it looks like it's going to be a B rush here. Pronax just going to spot it out. Here's the Molotov. He's ready for the barbecue. Flusha already gunning him down. They can't get past this window. Flusha gets the quad and completely annihilates that push. Fnatic are just looking so good now that they've managed to recover from that rough start.
Yeah, well done on that part. Just starting to build a reasonable economy, not a fantastic one, but actually it is pretty insane that JW actually has 10,000 and an 8,000 Olofmeister. And that's the scary thing about winning eco rounds, is that you are saving your money anyway. Then you win the round, so you get way more money than you were expecting, and you save a couple of rifles as well. It means you don't have to buy rifles, you get even more money. It's kind of a big change in the game without a doubt. 6th round is coming up, still no AWP being picked up on anybody.
No, that's actually a good point to make here. JW not really willing to put the money in, despite the fact that he has it. JW, actually, speak of him, he's going to get caught up in A apartments, but Olofmeister, this is actually a throwback, man. It's old LGB. I love that Olofmeister's leading the charge up there as well. That double push into A apps gives them the entry. Despite the fact that JW took the damage, Fnatic are going to be pleased with this.
HellRaisers is getting some mid control, but they're almost all the way back, so they are actually sending Kucha back to pick it up, and in the meantime, the rest of the HellRaisers players, they've got themselves into really good positions in the connector towards the window room. Now they just need Fnatic to walk in somewhere and lose a player. That's what they need at this point in time. Crims could be a target. Could see Markelov is right there just waiting for the opportune moment to pick up the kill. And there's 45 seconds left currently. Crims still has no clue. You can see he's not even looking that way. So if he walks in here, I'm not sure he's going to be checking at all. And in the meantime, there's also Angel who's sneaking his way up window right in front of JW. Is he going to find the right angle? He does. Terrific headshot to start off with. It's going to be Crims going down. He had no idea Markelov was there. Olofmeister falls. Great timing on HellRaisers. This is just a well-oiled machine that we're seeing.
This is a second A take that they managed to trade every situation, though. Pronax is going to find Angel trying to take a fight from CPL, and that's not going to help things here for HellRaisers. So now we have HellRaisers in the after plant. Simple kind of exposed out here, actually. If they were to peek him together, he wouldn't last too long. His mate not really in a position to get the refrag either.
Oh. They're both now stuck in that same spot. Actually, they do move out. That's a really good idea there. Bomb still ticking away. Flusher almost goes down. It's going to be up to Kucha here. 1-on-2. Are they going to realize he's in this corner? They won't realize he picked up the first one. But Pronax, does he have enough time?
He's going to make it, just barely going to make it. And Fnatic, they managed to come out ahead. 2v3 retake of A site and HellRaisers at the end. They were trying to go for the mind games, leaving him lurking in Garrett like that, but Pronax actually with a sick round that time around. 2 crucial kills for him to manage to pick up that round for his team.
Really scary. I really love what HellRaisers were trying to do then. Just leave a couple of people in the middle, go back and pick up the bomb, and then once the actual take happens, Fnatic aren't going to realize how close you are to the bomb site. And also the controller window room is just it's really overpowering. So I mean, they were a man down when they started the push initially, so I think that actually came back to bite them quite a bit. Still a pretty good effort from their part. Oh, nice wall bang coming out there. Markelov almost walked into that one.
Ooh, that was close. Flusha putting him on notice. Actually, Markelov, he's going to get spotted out. I believe that was JW actually peeking into lower. Now he has his trusty AWP, but he's going to get chased out of mid there by, I believe that was Simple. Or no, it was Angel sitting at top mid, but still. Right now, actually, Fnatic just trying to put up a fight. Fnatic are always very much about this mid area of the map because it opens up the avenues to the sites. Markelov is going to find Crims, though, and that is going to weaken the A defense.
Yeah, really good stuff. It definitely feels like it's going to be an A push coming out, so they want to do kind of what they did last round, except now on equal terms as JW is going to take out Angel. Still a 4-on-4, and if they can just kill Olofmeister here, that's going to be the start they need. Simple goes down, and the bomb is delivered right at Olofmeister's feet. So now look at the minimap. Look at Fnatic rotating players on O, because they know the bomb is here, and there's not that much time left, so they can be pretty sure this is eventually going to be an A push.
If they try and push up Connector right now, I believe Flusha is camping on short as well, so it's not going to happen. Markov actually catches Flusha, but Olofmeister from Shadow is going to pick up Doja. Olofmeister not going to pick up a second frag, however, and once again, 2-on-2 scenario, but the bomb is yet to get planted for HellRaisers.
They've got to deal with JW, which is not so easy. He's picked up 2 kills. Markov walking in, and he's going to find his end at Pronax's hands there. So it's now a 5th round for Fnatic, and that's 5 straight in a row. HellRaisers, they're putting up a really good fight. They're actually coming up with a lot of really cool stuff here. They're just constantly falling just a few inches short.
Yeah, when it's coming down to those crucial duels, that's the thing, because they clearly have a plan going into this. I mean, picking up Flusha like that, right? You know that Flusha is going to be sitting on short. You know he's going to be looking through Connector, trying to cut up a site to help his mates from that position. Markov, he knows that's happening, and he strikes first. But when it comes to the battles afterwards, it's Fnatic and Pronax who are coming out ahead. So this is big here. HellRaisers need to find a way to just get the man advantage and then hold on to it. As far as they're concerned in this round, though, it's not going to look too hot, seeing as how they only have pistols going into it. Krim's going to start us off strong, and Flusha on short drops the bomb carrier. This is where it comes to a grinding halt for HellRaisers.
Yeah. And unlike the previous round where Fnatic did take a lot of casualties, this time they come out with only losing Krims. And again, their money situation, the bank they have going into this, JW at 12,000 at the beginning of this round, and also 12,500 on Pronax. And the only one who's really poor is Krims. He's got $500, but because of this bank going on, it also means HellRaisers now have to aim at winning consecutive rounds if they want a real chance. I don't think they're actually panicking yet. I think 6-2 is not such a bad score at the sort of the first part of this first half, but they do need to change something.
And I think they're going to start panicking if they cannot get something done in this round right here. Because this is a big round. They've got Simple with the AWP now. We all know how good he is with that rifle 6 sniper, so we need to look to him to actually get something done. Again, Fnatic going for 2 guys up in A apartments. Olofmeister lurking in the angle, and he's going to get the drop on Doja, and nobody there to get the revenge frag for HellRaisers. Doja was alone, so once again, Fnatic, they get that man advantage, and they can play safe from here.
A tough position for HellRaisers. They keep losing that entry frag. The bomb is still all the way back in T-spawn. Olofmeister is actually really close, so if Kucha falls back too quick, they can definitely hear him. In the meantime, the rest of HellRaisers is trying to take some mid-control. Olofmeister goes down, so Kucha winning that patience battle over there. Simple falls next to Flusha. Flusha, he's going to take a next fight. He does get a double kill before he eventually goes down, but this is still favoring Fnatic as they're now still a man up, and the bomb is making its way to that B bomb side, and there's nobody there.
That's the big play here. This is it. Markov again with the calls. This could play out perfectly for HellRaisers. Angel, he's able to take the back seat. Only problem is, this is what's happening here for Fnatic. They've got JW camping kitchen. He's looking towards B apartments. Unless they can root him out of here, it's almost a suicide run for Kucha to try and run through there.
Are they going to use Markov as bait? They will. He's just going to walk in. If he had got a kill, maybe that could have changed something. JW is doing a good job just staying in spot. Kucha wants to get in, at least get the bomb down, so they'll have that extra money. But the C-set 75 is going to come out on top this time, and it will be Fnatic picking up the round. HellRaisers, kind of a tough position because they couldn't easily relocate, so they were both, helping each other out. If Markov gets a kill, maybe that whole thing changes, but it's a tough position for them.
Exactly. And you were right. I think you hit the nail on the head there, mate. If Markov can get a kill, that really puts JW in a bit of a pressure situation. Another second there, and JW may pull away from the window and not spot it. But the problem is that Markov, no bomb, and they have yet to see the bomb. Fnatic just keep their cool at that point, and there's no reason for them to move. So once again, we find ourselves in a situation that favors Fnatic, although this is still a pretty decent buy coming out from HellRaisers. Only problem is Angel gets caught trying to bait a shot from JW, and now once again, the entry goes Fnatic's way.
They do have Simple AWPing, and, you have to be careful when you're trying to out-AWP JW, but at the same time, Simple has proven himself to be kind of a madman as well. That could be the difference they need right now, because something clearly has to change for HellRaisers. They've lost 7 rounds in a row, so I mean, either Simple comes up with a really, really good AWP round here and just wins them the round, or I'd really like to see HellRaisers trying to put some more speed on this whole thing. Try and see if they can maybe rush that B-bomb side and see if it works. Because actually, Fnatic's hold in the B-bomb side hasn't been that great to deal with any kind of rush at all.
Yeah, Bravado were able to put some pressure over on that side earlier today. I mean, you're still talking about dealing with Flusha and Pronax, who will shred you given the chance, but for HellRaisers right now, they're running through their playbook, and they are starting to get ground down here, especially losing that entry frag time and time again. But guess what? Simple is here, and from the A pit, he picks off Olofmeister, who was lurking around there, and the bomb is currently making its way up onto that site. So this is going to come down to Fnatic retaking, but first, they have to deal with Markelov.
Oh, he's doing such a good job hiding in the smoke, but he gets caught eventually. Now they're just trying to buy time. Simple missing an opportunity for almost getting a double frag. They're going to chase him down. Simple will pick up the kill anyway. Gets a second one too. Pronax is gone, and finally Flusher will take him out, but it's a 2-on-1. Crims, the only one left here. This should be a HellRaisers round. They just have to stay safe and hidden, and I'm sure Blade right now is screaming at them, do not peek, just don't move. Crims, he doesn't have any grenades left. He's just running in here, trying to see if he can find anybody in a corner. He fakes it once, but this is definitely not going to work out for him. And they even try and knife him. Oh my God, HellRaisers giving him no respect at all. And it will be a third round coming into it. Good job on the terrorist side, and great job on Simple here. That AWP made the whole difference.
Absolutely, those 2 kills. We'll see it here. Well, this was the entry frag that came from JW to clear it up. But this right here, disgusting. Runs back, falls back, and then this is a prediction shot. He knows that there's a man there. He knows that Pronax is up on that box. What's the likely spot that the man is going to be spraying through? He just puts the shot through, and that time, Pronax happens to be standing there.
And he got the entry frag in the bomb site to send off that whole avalanche. So just very good job on his part. This time he's going to be going down to Olofmeister, unfortunately for him, because you want to keep chaining rounds at that point. And the one thing HellRaisers can't do is actually lose this round. That would be devastating and could land Fnatic with an incredibly good first half.
Absolutely. At this point, if HellRaisers lose it, we could be looking at 12-3, because they would once again find themselves in eco positions where they just don't have money for full buys. They'd be limited in nades, and Fnatic, their money is still solid. They still have that cushion for at least one round. So this is a big round here for HellRaisers. They did get the job done last time, but as we were saying, a lot of that came down to Simple. Now it comes down to Doja. It comes down to, well, Doja, actually, I want to see him really step it up here, because HellRaisers do rely on him to get the frags.
Look at this battle here. Again, patience between Doja up there and JW waiting down towards the window room, all the way back, in fact.
A very passive hold. This could work, but the smoke goes down, and now JW knows he has to change up his position. He could wrap back around through CT. That's exactly what he's going to do. And Crims pretty much playing a standard position for himself, but there we go. That's the go signal here for Fnatic. Crims comes rushing up the stairs. There's no smoke to block him off, and he's playing it very carefully here, but Olofmeister will spot them trying to get onto that site.
Nice running shot there. The Angel's going to take down the kill. Can't find the second one. At least they're going to get a bomb plant, but actually right now is helpful for the terrorist side. Like, that's still a victory for them in some ways. They can't hold on to this surely. Markelov C-set 75, 12 bullets, 4 players. He's going to get the first one. He needs to pick up a rifle, though, going for another headshot. And now he's going to have a chance to reload, but they will defuse this bomb in the background. There's nothing Markelov can do to stop it. He's going to take the knife and stab Flusher with it. That's a $1,500 bonus. He goes down afterwards, but that's twice now in this first half we've seen attempts to knife, and this time it's successful as well. So a little bit more money on Markelov. You see him at 5,000 near the beginning.
Yeah, what is happening? Knives everywhere, man. But that right there, Fnatic, it was like the duel, like he just slapped Markelov in the face with his glove, and Markelov said, yes, sir, I accept. That is still pretty slick play. But now at least HellRaisers, they know this is not double eco scenario for them. They got the plant. They get bonus money from that knife, $1,500. So this is still HellRaisers going to be buying in the next round. They aren't out of it yet, but unless they line up for JW. 1 shot, 2 kills. Hello.
Beautiful. Almost like they choreographed that. Very, very nice. Kucha, the Deagle up here, and Angel down, and Underpass going to get taken down, making it a triple kill for JW. Yeah, 2 birds with 1 stone and all that.
Plenty to eat. This is now going to be it, though. HellRaisers in this round, it will be crucial.
Now look at this. Where are they gonna? They bought an AWP on the terrorist side here, so I'm just wondering. It is Simple who's gonna pick up with it.
Yeah,
it was Markelov that bought it, and they kept switching rifles around for a while. But yeah, definitely a change. Simple picking it up, and you know, before he joined the team, you would have seen Markelov probably do it, or Kucha or someone.
That is very nice adaptation coming out from HellRaisers, putting 2 guys up into the apartments this time. Fnatic do get punished there, and now it's a 2-man lead here for HellRaisers. This is very fine work from them. All of a sudden, HellRaisers, 1 change, putting an extra guy up there to cover Simple, makes all the difference, and it's a double op now as well. They have 2 ops to work with, HellRaisers.
And look at Fnatic. They've rotated their whole force over to this A bomb side. There's nobody at B, and I think maybe Markelov is about to figure this out. Yeah, he's walking in, he notices, and the rotation's already happening. Great play for Markelov and great play for HellRaisers right now. If they can just get in and get this bomb down, that's going to be perfect. Pronax walking right in, but he's got to be careful.
You can't overextend here. If he could get the frag, this would be big, but he decides to play it safe, back off. They still know that there's somebody running around in T apps, and there was somebody lurking in T apartments as well, A apps, and there you go. Flusha finally hunts Doja down, but that did waste some time there for Fnatic. He's on the other side of the map right now. It's going to take a long time for him to get into position to help his teammates, and it's not going to be fast enough for Pronax. He is gone. Simple with a nice flick.
Yeah, not sure they can easily retake now unless HellRaisers start making serious mistakes. This should be just fine for the terrorist side. So that's going to be a 4th round here. Flusha and Crims, they have one smoke grenade. That's not going to be enough. They're just looking for exit kills. That's kind of what they're showing us here. See if they can pick up any of them. It's going to be the first one on Angel. Crims maybe actually doing a fine job right now. Markov's going to go down as well. So HellRaisers, they're making up with just the AWP alive. They're going to be happy they got the round, but they'll still end up spending a lot of money rebuying. In fact, only really Angel can go for AK armor here, so this is a little bit interesting.
This is rough right now. Angel's got it. I mean, Simple could potentially just drop an AK for a mate, and that's what he's going to do. So that works as well. They will have 2 AKs, more nades than they had in the last round as well here. So actually, HellRaisers have a pretty good shot. Ending at 10-5 would actually be a very solid scoreline for HellRaisers. 11-4, just out there for Fnatic. It will be a little bit of extra work for HellRaisers, but it's still not too shabby here. They kind of dodged that 12-3, and that's really important for HellRaisers. I think they can actually be pretty happy regardless of how this winds up.
We'll see. The sad thing for HellRaisers is that even if they win this next round, Fnatic will not be ecoing. There's 8,000 still on Pronax. He can drop for one of the players who's low on money, and everyone else will be just fine. So, you know, for HellRaisers to have a really good first half here at 9-6, they're going to need to win the 3 consecutive rounds. They already got one of them. They need another 2 to really make it work. And they're playing it very slowly again, which is how we're used to seeing them play, a little bit like Na'Vi. I think Na'Vi is just a little bit slower than HellRaisers, but HellRaisers still, generally speaking, are a pretty slow team once they're on the terrorist side. So I'm not surprised to see them play like this.
Well, they do love to take their time, that's for sure. This is all about now the entry, and so far throughout this first half, Fnatic have done a fantastic job picking up that first frag in the round. HellRaisers really going on. We're going to get control of mid, which is what we're seeing right now, and Fnatic not quite willing to give it up totally with Flusha playing on short like that. He's still trying to get some information for his team, but they aren't really peeking mid. It's only now that JW starts to come back and check to make sure nobody's been boosted up here.
Using a lot of smokes just to get this mid control currently. Flusha getting an opening, shooting Angel a little bit in the back, but it's going to be an 8-push coming out, and Angel will pick up the kill on JW. It is returned as well. Markelov goes down. Flusha with a follow-up headshot on Angel, and Kucha drops. Now it's down to a 2-1-4, and Crims, oh, he almost got that shot through. Very nice angle. Flusha just jumping over, hunting for the last kill here on Simple. They want this AWP gone, and time has run out, so he just needs to run. If he dies now, that would be a disaster, and he's going to survive on 17 health, wants to make it around, and I think he's just going to make it. No scope to end it on Crims, and he saves the AWP, and that could actually make a big difference.
Style points at the end there, but you're right, he does hold on to that AWP. It gives his team a fighting chance here, because they really don't have a lot of money. As we can see, HellRaisers, they spent everything in the last round. They still managed to get the AK. Well, that's off a Simple. No, it's actually Doja who will drop it so that Kucher can have that gun to work with. Interesting. You would think that Doja would be the man to have that, but it's not the case.
And just a few grenades. I mean, 2 smokes could make an A play work. It's not going to be exactly easy, but maybe it'll give them the opening they're looking for. Great headshot there, but JW instantly retaliates. And now Fnatic know what's up. They can smell the A push coming. JW will pick up a second shot with that big sniper rifle. Markelov charging through the smoke with a C-set, but he's not going to be good enough to take it down. Angel, the last man standing here, is going to get found in the connector as well. No way out of this situation. And it will be 11-4. Fnatic having quite successful first half.
Yeah, a very solid piece of work right there for Fnatic. 4 rounds is definitely enough. They can give that up to HellRaisers. I don't think Fnatic are going to feel threatened at all in this position. And then when it comes to T side, I mean, it's been mentioned several times, especially considering the map that they've been playing today. It's pretty much, they played Mirage, they won on Mirage versus Bravado, and now going into it here, it doesn't matter which side they start on. They are going to have the edge going into it, T side or CT. I think the big thing here is that HellRaisers managed to get that extra round past that 3 rounds. That now they have a little bit more of a buffer. So Fnatic can take a round, and it won't mean pretty much the end of the game for HellRaisers.
Just a really solid streak in the beginning of this game for the Fnatic team, as they won 7 rounds in a row before HellRaisers finally got one in. And they also started that streak by taking away the 3rd round, where HellRaisers probably should have been able to win that anti-eco. So a lot of really good things happening for Fnatic. JW ending up at 21 kills, 3 assists, and 6 deaths. By far the best ratio in the game. Pretty damn impressive, but I mean, we've seen him do this on Mirage before. He is a bit of a monster on this map.
It's his playground. Same thing for Flusha. This time around, Flusha kind of floating around the mid. Krim's also doing a lot of work with those connector plays. A lot of A plays coming out from HellRaisers. So really, but we do expect to see JW sitting around the top because he's the one with the leeway on Fnatic as well. They expect him to kind of play the way he wants to. Pronax actually gives him the freedom to just be like, okay, this is what I want to do this round, and then Pronax will build the rest of the strat around what JW does.
There definitely was a distinct lack of B pushes coming out from the HellRaisers team. I mean, I mentioned the B rush that never happened, but the fact is you can actually smoke off the B bomb side as well. You can smoke off towards kitchen from all the way outside. You can smoke off the actual plateau that you sort of jump down from, the balcony area at the apartment. You can throw smokes that cover you as you try and jump out. And there's a lot of flashbangs as well, so it's not like they didn't have options. They just elected to either try for straight A pushes, and most commonly they try to get mid control, try to get people up through connector and window, and then try and make that A push work. And it worked 2 rounds, and that's about it.
Pretty much. Although they did manage to pick up 1 round off of that B side as well, even though they lost everybody, nearly everybody afterwards in exit frags. But so we'll see here now what Fnatic have on the board, and they do have a smoke, a flash, and a nade on Flusha.
Is it going to be the rush?
Is it going to be the big play? HellRaisers, though, HellRaisers are just like, we're not having any of that. If they come to B, we are prepared. They have everybody here practically.
Well, Fnatic make noise like they are going to have that rush going on. They clearly wanted to signal to anyone holding down by Catwalk that we're going to be coming. Now they slow it down, and then they start moving back in. And the question here is how far HellRaisers is going to be buying it. Are they already rotating people out? They still got 3 here. Great opening shot from Dosha as JW, the top fragger, already gone. Dosha, can he get a little bit more right now? Angel coming up with 2 great headshots. It's going to be down to Flusha, and he's about to get overrun. Great start for HellRaisers here. Angel, those 2 headshots happened almost simultaneously.
They did, and also Doja's positioning just incredibly strong behind that pillar like that. That makes me think that HellRaisers, they knew exactly what to do. We were talking about this B rush that Fnatic love to use, and it looks like more than one team now, because it used to be Dignitas were the team to be able to handle it. Seems like basically that play has been broken down, and Fnatic are going to have to think about something new here to use. But then again, it's Pronax we're talking about. This guy is a mastermind. He comes up with everything that's sick. Do they just go for it again now?
Well, they could. It's a little bit slow if it's going to happen, but you can obviously just wait a little bit here. Fnatic showing us some of the flashbangs that we were talking about previously. And HellRaisers have a pretty good setup to deal with this. They're so far back, they should be able to survive this.
Incredible Kucher! Double bison spray, he's going for more as well. He nearly gets it on Krims. Finally gets taken out by JW, but the damage is done, and he did far too much of it. He just stayed alive so long.
Yeah, so this push is meant to catch people who are either inside the A bomb site, or even better, is if the CTs are holding over by the truck. If you do this push and you get caught by the truck area, you can very easily give up rifles. So actually, the fact that HellRaisers were holding so far back, all the way over by bench, all the way over by Catwalk, or all the way in kitchen, means it's really hard for Fnatic to take a fight. And even if they win that fight, the rifle is going to be so far away they can't easily pick it up. So it's a lot of good stuff happening for HellRaisers. And Fnatic, well, they're at it again.
They're going for it, but this time it's the mind games. It's the mind games, exactly. It's the fake. They're going to just sell this to HellRaisers. Now the question is, do HellRaisers bite when they see everybody rushing through? Do they rotate off the A site? And no, they do not. They're still holding there. They haven't seen the bomb yet. There's no reason for them to leave. And as I say it, the bomb carrier gets dropped. So Fnatic trying to go for some mind games there, trying to sell something to HellRaisers, but HellRaisers, man, they weren't buying.
Yeah, a really healthy sign. Nobody spots the bomb, so nobody actually leaves the A bomb site. I'm hoping we can get some shots in a Blade in the background, because he's looking super focused when he's sitting back there, and you do see him talking a lot. So it's these tiny details. You're having a sixth member that can just keep everyone, reminded. Actually, we don't know where the bomb is yet. Don't do anything crazy.
It does make a difference. But let's see now how this buy round pans out. Simple actually caught in the house, but he's going to get the shot on Pronax just the same. He was trying to get around that corner, Pronax, but JW is actually going to catch Angel lurking on the edge of that smoke. Simple now going to come in and try to return the favor, but he's not going to find the angle. And this is now looking like Fnatic able to get through, but Markloff somehow finds Krims.
Olofmeister Trying to sneak in here. If he can find the opening, they might be able to get this A bomb side anyway, or they could rotate back to B, because actually that would also be an option where the bomb is right here. Flashbang goes in, and it's perfectly timed. Simple teamwork coming out right now for HellRaisers, but it's really beautiful to see that happening like that, because like we said previously, this was a team mostly well known for having 5 superstars that played 5 individual superstar games, all in the same map somehow. But that sort of stuff is really easy to pull off, and it works beautifully when you can when you make it happen here. JW with a blinding headshot as Markelov goes down as well, and that took us from a 2-on-4 into a 2-on-2 in the space of exactly 1 second. Flusha taking a fight in the middle here, but the bomb goes down, and now he doesn't have to fight, he just has to buy time.
Oh, and look at the play that he decides to make as well. Simple, it's going to take him so much time to get through here. He doesn't know where Flusha is. If Flusha went back up connector, Kucha's going to try and clear it out, but Flusha gets the drop on Simple and even makes it out of here alive. Kucha will finally hunt them down, but that wasted so much time, and JW's in the perfect position to deal with him.
Kucha actually has a Molotov, but he's going to throw it the wrong direction. He tries to fake it once, and JW will take him down. Nice triple kill from the Fnatic player. And as a moment of panic there, what if Kucha had actually guessed the right angle for that Molotov? I mean, JW could still run through it and survive, but it would be a terrifying moment anyway. That's really scary.
He would make that, I mean, it just wouldn't happen as well, because then the focus would be on that molly. But these 2 shots happening simultaneously between Flusha and JW just completely turned it around there for Fnatic. And Fnatic, well, Flusha, once again, they're going to be smoking up mid. They're trying to control the information that HellRaisers will have. But this has got to be a crucial round for HellRaisers. Their money right now has got to be low. They really don't have anything in the bank. Neither do Fnatic, though.
Yeah, and everyone is kind of playing broke at the moment. So yeah, you're right. This is definitely one of those big swing rounds. Markelov all the way up in connector. It's going to be JW opening up, but a good return from both Markelov and Angel to bring it back in favor of the HellRaisers team. A lot rides on this. It's Olofmeister, Pronex, and Crims left. They could take a massive step towards winning this second match and making it out first in the group if they can just win this round.
Exactly. This could turn the tide. Angel going to be able to fall back to that site. There isn't much that can be done for now, at least. Question now, 55 seconds. They still have 1 smoke, and that's on Pronex. He's equipped it now as well, so exactly where... No, he's just kind of messing around. Seems like this might be a B push in the end here for Fnatic. They do have the gear to try and pull this off. Angel's position, though, this could ruin their day. Yeah,
and Angel has a Molotov, and so does Kucha, and he's also holding this bomb site. So actually, it's going to be really tough to get through if these Molotov goes down, or even if he just gets a good entry fang. Fnatic, they've stacked everyone up here. The backup is far away for HellRaisers if these 2 players don't make it, though. Angel's going to pick up the first kill, gets the second one as well. Now he just needs 1 more to make it for the quad. He's already got 3 of them, and Olofmeister's the last man standing here. Grenade rains out. Angel's trying to spray through, but he's going to run out of bullets. Backup's obviously coming, and Kucha will help out for the last kill. Really nice round from Angel there. Nicely handled.
Wow. Just keeping his cool and perfect team play there between the 2 of them. Really setting it up. That was all. That position is so brutal as well when you can actually execute it correctly, just because look at where Crims is looking. Pronex as well is going to be looking out that window towards the site. Their eyes are drawn to the site, either to the van, to the bench, or to the site itself. The fact that Angel can just have that peekaboo moment where he comes around that corner, it just ruins Fnatic. And now we can see HellRaisers, they were able to hold on to a situation without losing too many men, and Fnatic are the ones who are down in the pit. They have no money.
They need to get this bomb down. HellRaisers, so the comeback isn't quite real yet, but it's definitely within the realm of possibilities now, that's for sure. Doja all the way in the background, gotta be a little bit careful here. They don't want to give up too many rifles, they just gotta stay alive here, make sure Fnatic don't run away with the round or anything silly like that, and then they should be all right. Doja almost getting caught in the corner, they try to knife him, but he just retaliates with 2 quick kills. And JW is going to be the last man standing. He gets another kill in here, knife is out, and that's going to be the end of it. No chance.
I think he was out of bullets as well there, unfortunately for him, so. Still, getting 2 kills and a bomb plant, that is a very solid round there for Fnatic. And, you know, HellRaisers, I don't think, can be too pleased with that. They got to be nodding their heads wondering, okay, that was a bit of a slip up. We won't let that happen again. But Fnatic do get a pretty decent buy out of it now, full nades with AKs. So this is definitely a big round for Fnatic once again. This is where we start to see that seesaw, where Fnatic, their money is either going to go up or down. They need to start chaining rounds together, though.
12-9 being the scoreline. JW's 2 kills away from dropping a 30 bomb in this second half right here. Simple, good angle. He spots the gun barrel. He shoots a little bit too quick. C-set 75. Oh, JW! That's a team kill on Crims, but still looking good for Fnatic. They've got a a two-man lead here, or a one-man lead, and they just need to get in and win this round. That's absolute paramount for them, because otherwise HellRaisers are definitely going to start coming back into this game, and they're going to start building a real economy too.
JW making a lot of noise here. Angel knows he's lurking right around the corner. JW now holding this angle though perfectly, but guess what? Angel, he wants that room to be on fire. Oh, but instant turn back there by JW with the smoke to cancel it. Not phased one bit.
That's pretty smart. He's unscoped, and that's going to be his end. As Doja picks up the headshot now to push us on. There's nobody covering this A bomb side. They can get in and get this bomb down, and it's a 3-on-3. Such a big round for Fnatic if they can make this work. And HellRaisers trying to buy time, smoking off, just making sure they can get in and retake this, or at least, even better, prevent the bomb from going down. That would be the ultimate goal here. Doja charging in a little bit crazy. He's going to take down Flusher. Bomb being planted in that smoke, but this is really good for HellRaisers. Doja's brought a huge way back in. He picks up a second kill, now making it a third for himself, as Olofweiss does the last man standing 1-on-3, and they are coming. Angel will take him down, and it looks like an easy retake for HellRaisers.
It looks like everything worked out just right. Doja in particular, that play, Angel just, he actually looks stunned right now. Like, what? That was that easy. Okay then. But that was very well done. Doja in particular, once again, individual plays coming through, but Doja waking up that time around. Only sitting with 11 frags on the board for himself, not leading, but high impact kills were had there.
Yeah, I mean, Fnatic never really get into this position where the bomb is down and they get good after plant positions, and then they can fight to try and prevent the retake. They actually end up losing before that even happens, which is kind of interesting.
What's interesting here is that Fnatic, I think, are starting to feel a bit of the pressure here. Going for a buy in this scenario, they do manage to afford 3 rifles, but then it's going to be pistols and nades. I mean, this is still a pretty healthy buy, all things considered. Now we have to see if Fnatic can actually manage something out of this. What do they have in mind? Because they've gone to B, they've gotten shut down. A site, it's not working for them either. What do Fnatic have in store for us now to try and catch HellRaisers off guard?
Yeah. I mean, the fact that they even bought this round is also, you know, you have to question, is this a good idea at this point? Would it be smart for you to save and make sure JW can get that AWP? Is that the way back in? I mean, Simple collected a round for HellRaisers on the first half because he finally could afford the AWP, got 3 kills in that round. No reason why JW couldn't do the same, but if they keep forcing, if they don't save enough, that could be an issue. Angel spotting the face of Pronex, and that's one of the 3 rifles they had already gone.
Yeah, exactly. That is definitely a big blow dealt here. I believe that was the AK as well, so that's going to hurt Fnatic somewhat. Question is now 30 seconds left on this clock. HellRaisers have pretty much run out of stuff. They've just got a handful of flashes to hold off the push, but Angel doesn't care. It's all about the timing for him, and he peeks out and does monstrous damage to Crims. They are going to still manage to make a path through Connector, but Fnatic have taken a lot of damage, and HellRaisers, they've already rotated in.
And Simple just picking up a couple of kills there as JW is going to be all alone. And Simple will find even a 3rd kill in that round. He's doing a very, very good job here. He's up to 16 kills in total. Angel top fragging on this team at 20, and on the other team it's still JW at 28. But even he has cooled off a little bit towards the end here, and that's a problem because he was carrying way more than he should. So if he stops carrying all that weight, well, who's going to pick it up right now? Fnatic don't have the answer, it seems.
Exactly. They are struggling right now, and I wonder if like the strategy going into that was, well, you know, Simple has an op. I'll just take his op off of his body. That is how Fnatic were thinking about it, I think. Well, now it's just another round of eco coming out here for Fnatic. Underpass push, looking to catch Simple off guard. This could work out fairly well, but oh no, Simple, his nade backfires. He still stands in it though and gets the kill on JW.
That's persistence, man, just running through the fire that you just put down to pick up a kill on somebody who has only pistols and no armor. And that's, yeah, that's determination.
It's those grandma throws when sometimes they just don't work out. And now this is actually a very dangerous position for Simple. P250 at this range. Well, Angel's going to come in and lend a helping hand. 3 frags for him. Could potentially pick up a 4th one here as well. Crims lurking right below the window. But it's going to be Simple to pick up the final one. And HellRaisers with a perfect anti-eco round.
But a small moment in which we have a chance to measure the communication level on HellRaisers is that Simple. He spots a guy jumping over. He knows there's someone hiding in that corner, so he just makes the call over to Angel and says, I need some help picking up this guy in the corner. And the help is there really swiftly. So, I mean, it's just a small moment where we can measure that stuff. It's not always easy when we can't listen to the voice comms, but definitely some good communication going on. And that's going to bring us to a tied score. It's 12-12, ladies and gentlemen. HellRaisers from an 11-4 first half have actually made it back to a position where they're now favorites to win it. And Fnatic are going to go for Bit of a standard push here, although they are bringing a couple of people up the middle as well. There's going to be a pincer movement towards the A-bomb site. And here we go. Fnatic not wasting any time at all. Crim's charging in. He's going to take down the first kill, and Pronax with the follow-up as well. They're going to find Doja. The speed is the key here for Fnatic, and it's actually working.
This is exactly, it's panning out perfectly. You can see HellRaisers didn't know quite how to react. They thought that they had an extra second to play with, but that bomb now gets planted, and now Fnatic actually in decent afterplants as well. Crim's going to be able to put some pressure on here at Connector. This is a real problem for HellRaisers trying to take these fights, and it's just not going to happen. JW Crim's shutting them down, but that was a very cool answer there from Fnatic. They paced themselves with slow play throughout the entire second half here on their T side, and then all of a sudden it's just, let's go ahead and ramp it up. Full smoke round on A site so quickly that HellRaisers clearly just didn't know how to react with the speed.
The response from HellRaisers is saying, all right, if you're going to throw smokes, we're going to buy an auto sniper, because that weapon doesn't really worry that much about smokes. And then we also have the AWP on Simple. Let's see if this is going to be enough here. Fnatic switching it up a little bit, underpass one person, the rest top of mid, and they just want to see if they can find the pickoffs here as Simple takes the first kill on JW, and that's obviously a big hit. Crim's also low on health. It's going to be the auto sniper. He picks up the second one as well. Olofmeister is gone. Angel raining death all the way from the middle here. It's going to be Flusher with a really good headshot on Markelov, but I'm not sure it's enough.
Flusher trying to go for the corner peeks there as well, but now the nades are going to come in. Fnatic a bit low. This is still feasible for them. The bomb has worked its way. I mean, it's currently making its way through underpass into mid. Flusha's holding, hoping that somebody from HellRaisers is going to peek. But at this point, HellRaisers, there is no need for them to peek into mid. They've got the man advantage. They're holding it. It's actually going to be Doja pushing into A pit, which is a bit adventurous.
This is where Blade can do so much work, because he can actually tell the team right now, well, you're all covering each other. No one is going to die right now without somebody being able to return the kill. Unlike the last 2-on-4, which they lost HellRaisers, this is a really good position for them here. Simple jumps down, gets the kill on Pronax, and I think he even spotted Flusher, so they know everything here. The bomb is also dropped in the middle. There's almost no way Flusher can make his way out unless HellRaisers just lose their minds and start doing really not smart stuff.
Well, look at Angel right now. He's going to walk right in here, and that should be an easy kill. Flusha, however, the timing is perfect for Simple to simply shut him down, pick him out of the air, and this is now the danger zone. Money is all over the place for Fnatic. They have enough to piece together a buy here, but this is going to be everything. If they were to lose this round, Fnatic, HellRaisers could have match point in their hands, and there's very little that Fnatic could do about it.
I can't believe that Angel has almost caught up to JW in kills. That's actually insane that he's made it this far back. And by the way, he should be interviewed more in the future, I realized during the pre-show, so we should definitely get on that. But that was that's very impressive what's happening here. HellRaisers definitely a bit of a reformed team. They've not had much luck at previous majors. This time, maybe it's going to be their turn. Simple picking up the opening kill. Auto Sniper finally goes down as Angel just overextends his position a tiny bit there. And Markelov walking in the middle. Can he guess the angle through the smoke? He's not quite going to get it. And Fnatic have a decent position. Once you get into the ladder room here, you actually you have a lot of map control. That's a really central point in the map.
Yeah, especially since you're doubled up in there as well. So they would be able to catch somebody poking around here. Pronax stepping a little bit up in B apartments, but nobody close enough on HellRaisers to really hear that. The question is, do they try and sell a fake right now? They really don't have any gear to work with, though. They don't have any smokes. They have a single flash, a single nade on JW, and this is it. Fnatic is going to have to come to the run and gun and basically trying to outweight HellRaisers. This is all going to come down to HellRaisers now not getting impatient, not rotating off the site, just being content to sit and wait.
And they're not. They are just standing completely still right now, which doesn't seem like it's that impressive, but actually really important, because Fnatic, you're right, they were banking everything on the idea that HellRaisers was going to come looking for them. Now they're running out of time. There's 24 seconds left as they try and make their way to the B bomb site, but this is a 4-on-4. They're going to take down Simple first in the corner. Oh, Kucha picks up both those kills. They lined up for him. He finally goes down. 15 seconds, 14 seconds. The bomb is attempted here. Doja, he gets the kill, and that's the only thing that matters. Markelov can now just wait. Pronax tries to pick it up. He's going to make it around the corner, and he will get the plant.
Incredible, just with the last second, and then the Molotov goes down, and Pronax does it! Ace from Pronax, and Fnatic, they saved themselves from the brink! Such a close call. Such a close call, but just with a second. He had a second and a half to get that bomb plant down, Pronax, and he just barely does it.
Leave it to Captain Sweden to pick that one up at the end. That's a lot of weight to put on your in-game leader, but he came out on top, putting them at 14 rounds. HellRaisers can still buy And that's the big problem here. If Fnatic lose around at this point, they don't have any money. So HellRaisers can almost win the game just by winning this next one, but the same is true for Fnatic. This is on the edge of a knife right here. Smoke all the way over from the B hallways, landing in the mid connector, and that grenade follow function, I will never get bored of it. It's so good.
That is awesome. So clean, so smooth. I mean, that smoke going down into connector is going to limit HellRaisers' information. HellRaisers, they still have a man waiting in ladder room. One on short and one all the way in back, and that's simple. This is actually a very strong position to be in with the op, although he is going to decide to push forward. This could get punished, but the nade is going to rain in, and he just barely misses the opportunity. There you go, gets the follow-up on JW, and the push is about to come through here for Fnatic.
Simple, just a little bit too fast. He gets a double kill. I think he knows there's someone here. That's now triple Angel picks off Flusher. The whole Fnatic push is gone. No bomb plant. HellRaisers retie the score at 14-14. And now there's $1,500 on 3 players from Fnatic. This is a horrendous position. Fnatic can lose Mirage right here.
As far as HellRaisers are concerned, a round like that, the individual performance coming in from Simple, and I thought he had missed his opportunity there when he slid off the side of Van. I'm thinking, okay, this is where Fnatic speed up behind, but he re-peaks it and gets the job done. Simple right now, the recent addition to the team.
Look at this. Fnatic actually having a real moment where they're discussing how they're going to get back in this, because obviously they have to eco now, which means at best they're fighting for overtime. And that's what they're discussing right now. How do we secure overtime? That's the only goal they have right now. So it seems to me like Fnatic have shied away from doing that B push. Maybe they're worried that everyone has figured out how to deal with it. And HellRaisers have at least shown once they can deal with the delayed version of it. There are not that many like really insane tricks. I think Virtus Pro showed us something that was very interesting one of these days, where they actually had a smoke that lands right where Markolov is now, and you stand in the exact same spot where you stand to smoke the middle. You can just smoke the connector from there, and then you can actually rush up catwalk and get into the B-bomb site very fast. That's another rush that I'd love to see Fnatic do.
I was very pleased with seeing that smoke A move, but it seems like you can only really use that once. HellRaisers already adjusting for it, but that's right, Jerk. One more. This is now going to be match point here. First seed going into the playoffs on the line, and Fnatic are on the brink. This is the team that we were saying going into this, they're unbeatable.
And if Fnatic lose this, that means Cloud9 are going to have to revenge themselves on Fnatic instead, which is not going to be fun for them either. Pronax smoking off just a top of mid here to make sure someone can get out, and I think that's going to be Flusher up there. And then it looks like Fnatic want to play a pretty standard A round. Angel in a perfect position right here. Easy kill on Flusher, no chance at all. The rest of Fnatic, they really have to make this count. HellRaisers, they're in great position for this.
Yeah, they're going to be able to rotate right back in through connector and just close in on this site. Fnatic aren't going to have a second to breathe here. They aren't even out on the site with the bomb. They're getting bogged down. Great anti-flashes from HellRaisers, slowing them down, and Simple now bringing the op to bear.
HellRaisers picking Fnatic apart. Finally, there's a reply, but it's not enough. HellRaisers, they take first seat in the group over the favorites. Fnatic 16-14 victory on Mirage. What a game.
What a game, and this was a thing of beauty. HellRaisers as well. This is why this was going to be the toughest